you have some confidence in some guys that hadn't played before? How do you handle it?
Yeah, well, we definitely have more confidence, and I think they have more confidence in the unit within our unit there. Mike should be available this week. Josh, we're not sure yet. Won't know till later in the week. And then so if Mike's available, we'll have 7 to rotate. If not, we'll kind of go on the same and just wait to hear on Josh. That's it, guys. All right.
Have you reached out to the family of Alex Miller, or have you had any contact with them?
I left a message for the coach yesterday, and it's just a tough deal. Read about it and following it, and it's obviously that's why I broke out some old Troy shirts today and got the maroon on. So it's just a sad deal overall. I reached out and we've got a couple things planned as well.
I know you scheme for each opponent, but you mentioned the scheming you had to do to help your O-line. Is that a continual thing you're going to have to do each week based upon what you face? Yeah,
I think, you're going to scheme, John, as you know, each and every week, but I think you got to do some things to put our guys in good position, and it doesn't always work. We had some things that were there. We got in good positions number-wise against Missouri. We lost some one-on-one blocks. So, the key for us, I thought we made some big strides last week during the week, and I thought our scout team giving us some really good looks helped us. We got some guys on our scout team I think are good football players, and they got us ready last week. And I think that's what we got to continue to do. We got to continue to focus on Tuesday and Wednesday of not only fundamentally but getting some great looks from our scout team where we're blocking in full speed. And it's usually a little bit ugly on Tuesday, but as we go through the week, it gets better. And I think that's what we got to do: schematics and just getting better fundamentally.
How about the challenges on the road that the first game you didn't play very well, and now you're going to a place I don't know if there'll be 20,000, 30, or what will be there.
Yeah, I bet it's a really good atmosphere. I know that there's a lot of excitement over Coach Miles being the head coach there, and I think they're going to be excited about that win over Boston College, and so I think going on the road, it's just about having a mature approach. And you can't lose your focus. You're not in your, football players and coaches are so routine oriented, and when you go on the road, you're out of routine. You're not staying at the same place. You don't know the locker room, all those kind of things. So I think it's about being mature and handling it, understanding that none of that really matters once the ball is kicked, and handling your business. I don't know if the travel had as much to do with just Missouri not being real happy coming off that loss to Wyoming and us not executing very well.
How much are both of these coaching staffs thinking similar spots, because you both showed so many different things last week?
I don't know. That's Alex, you have to ask them. For us, you have what you do in your base schematics, but you're always altering that. And that's for us what we try to do, and really the same in all three phases. You have what your base is. For us, like if you want to talk offense, we're trying to keep our offensive line and quarterbacks, the picture for them, pretty similar, and then we're trying to dress up everything else. And I think that's what they're trying to do as well. You know what I mean? They're offensively they're trying to find rhythm, and then they want to get the running backs the ball. Those are clearly guys that are upper echelon players in our league, and they're trying to get them the ball, and they're going to try different things each and every week. And we got to do the same, trying to get the ball to our guys.
Along those lines, how much of a game plan is trying to, I don't want to say deceive, surprise them a little bit, give them something that maybe looks like one thing, but it's different, or give them something they haven't seen?
Yeah.
And how
I think you have to.
How dangerous can that be if you get maybe too carried away and too
far?
Yeah,
you can't. Yeah, because I think we talked about this maybe a couple weeks ago too. Is it's a fine line. You want to do enough different things where defenses can't be keyed into what you're doing, and it works the reverse defensively as well. But you can't do so much where your kids don't have enough repetitions. Does that make sense? So you always are careful of how much you're carrying into the game, because to me, confidence comes through repetition and preparation. And if you carry too many things, you can't get that repetition. So the main offensively, the quarterback, offensive line, they can't get enough repetitions in it where they feel confident in it, and you don't know the adjustments. Does that make sense?
Sean Ryan, how's he doing right now?
Yeah, hopeful for him. Yeah, hopeful for him. He's he participated in our walkthrough yesterday. He'll be a partial participant today, and we'll know more, but hopeful on him. Mike, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you have another question?
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You've been around McKivitz a good bit now.
Yeah.
What makes him what he is?
He's just a worker. I talked a little bit about this after the game. He's a guy that's the same every day. And consistency is a word that we use in our program. It's maybe the most complimentary term we use. And he's consistent. I know exactly what I'm going to get out of him every single day. It doesn't matter if he has a cold. It doesn't matter if he's tired, if he's got an exam, whatever he's got going outside. When he steps in this building, we're going to get consistent effort, consistent execution. And that's the highest compliment I can give him. He's consistent every day.
Coach, you've had 19 first-year players. How big is it to receive such significant contributions from some of your first-year guys?
Yeah, well, I think it's something that we're doing out of necessity. I think as a coach, you'd probably prefer to be a little older, but we got to play the best guys, and our young people have shown that they're ready to play. I think Jordan Jefferson's a great example of that. He started the game on Saturday, and he performed really well. And so Ali Jennings, another guy, played as a freshman, scores a touchdown, does a good job blocking, did some really good things. And so I think as those young guys, the more they play, the better they're going to get. It's not something that we set out and said, hey, we're just going to play a bunch of young guys. No, they just happen to be the best at their positions, or at least in the two deep where they can get repetitions.
That said, have you decided about Jennings and Winston Wright and if you're going to continue to play them?
Yeah, Ali for sure. Winston kind of up in the air. We're going to kind of play it this week and see, but Ali for sure.
With regard to Jordan, do you have to treat a 17-year-old nose guard differently, like whether it's physically or give him so much, or it seems like it's very unique?
It is. I think his birthday's the end of this month. He finally turns 18, but it is, he's really young. And now size-wise, he has the size and he has the physical strength. He's a really strong guy. His dad did a great job getting him physically. And he comes from a good high school program at Navarre High School, too. They did a really good job getting him prepared. But, yeah, we have to be careful with his reps. There's no doubt. Almost like a pitch count, we keep him on a rep count.
You faced Les Miles while you were an offensive coordinator at Kentucky. Can you talk about your relationship with Coach Miles?
Yeah. I don't think I played him when I was at Troy. A game that I'd like to forget, honestly, because we were up a lot and ended up getting beat. But, just got to know him really at the Big 12 conference meetings. We don't know each other a great deal. I always respected him from far. Obviously, national championship coach, and did a tremendous job at LSU and Oklahoma State before that. I'm trying to think. Did we play them at Kentucky? We did, didn't we? Yeah, they beat us. We were like 5-1 going in that game. You're right, actually. They beat us in 14. And then we played him when I was the offensive coordinator at Troy in 2008, and we lost late in the game.
You mentioned Les. Do you see any personality in LSU personality in Kansas, or is it
no, yeah, if you look at
coordinators?
Yeah, so offensively they're doing like in one context they're spread, RPO, tempo, and the other one they look very similar to some of the things they did at LSU. Toss power, toss sweep, those type of things. They were kind of his signature when he was there.
Mississippi State stuff too, I guess, from where he was.
Yeah, Les. Yeah, Les. Some of that stuff, more kind of what they were doing at UAB than probably Mississippi State.
A bit more of Shea Campbell at Mike on Saturday. Where are you at with him and in the Mike spot? Jeff?
Yeah, so Shea had his really 2 weeks in a row had really good practice. So Shea had two different injuries during fall camp that limited his. He only really got to practice about 2 days in pads before he had an injury, and he missed almost 2.5 weeks. So it's taken him until really probably the Missouri week to kind of get back in game shape. He played well. He played really well. Was productive in his snaps. and he'll continue to play. He will. He did a really nice job. He did a great job blitzing. We used him on the blitz several times. He did a good job with that. He's a smart football player. He looked quicker. You know, I thought he played looked really fresh and quick in that game on Saturday.
Are you challenging Martell Pettaway right now? What's the story?
No, Pettaway, he's not in the doghouse or anything. We, we got to a point where we didn't use our 2 back packages last week. We didn't feel like that was a good fit for North Carolina State. But no, he's a kid that still have confidence in. We just played 1 back, and what we did is we started sink field, ran him a little bit. Kennedy got hot, and we rode him, and then we felt like Letty was a guy to kind of wear him down at the end, and he did some nice things, showed some power there at the end.
Coach, you mentioned the duo back that they have in Neal and Puka. What will make them so hard to stop?
Well, they're quick. They're really quick. They're north-south runners, and what I mean by that is they can put a foot in the ground and stick and get vertical. They catch the ball out of the backfield. I just think they're really good players. I think that, and as we go through our league, I think we'll be hard pressed to find a better duo. They're really talented.
What's the concern that they hide behind their big offensive linemen and then trying to find them and squirt through there a little bit?
Yeah, well, I think they do a great job. They're patient. They really are. They're patient, and that's a tough trait for a running back, is to kind of hang, and then get vertical. You see it out of the great ones, and both those guys, in particular, Puka does a great job kind of hanging, and then getting vertical. What was the question?
Oh, I have one. I noticed you were doing weird, almost diagonal snaps on the punts for Josh, with just tilting a little bit. Does that help him out, or is that just something that you got a snapper you can do with him?
So that's what we've been doing that. And what it does, it's just about the angles, the block angles. Yeah, so you try to. It's really about geometry. I don't want to get too nerded up here, but it's it's when you diagonal that snapper, it takes the backside edge, it takes it off, it takes it out of play.
Does it make it easier on Josh? He doesn't.
It doesn't really make it easier on Josh. It's just he still stays square, because if you look at it, he catches the ball square just like he would if he was straight back. But what we're trying to do is we try to get at an angle to take that backside rush away.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you all.